when you hold me. Your beauty weighs on me. This feeling's too good.
Okay, so I'm working on so many things right now, and I realize that it takes me a really long time to make my videos and everything because I get in my head like it should be a certain way, but no, I'm just gonna, no, whatever. And I don't have the energy for that right now. I started my period, but I also want to be productive, and my brain won't let me sit down. So here I am. I just finished making a TikTok about my spiritual class, so definitely make sure you check it out. I'm going to link it out into the description. So jumping right into it, these are the things that you're going to need. Herbs, hyssop, and rue. Rue was incredibly hard to find in my city. And the way I first did it, I just kind of threw it in the pot, but I got tea bags. I found that was much easier to just kind of boil the water with a tea bag. This also is going to be a product that's going to pop up on my e-commerce store that will be launching at the end of January, and I'm going to like set up the whole pouches for you, the instructions, and you're gonna get like, I don't know, it's gonna be like cute stuff. I'm not gonna charge you an arm and a leg for it, but definitely look out for that because I know some of you guys don't have access to spiritual stores, so I want to be that place for you. But let me just kind of walk you through what I did and explain why we do certain things, and yeah. So we're just gonna get a pot, boil some water. Think of like, obviously when you're taking a shower, you're cleansing your physical body of any like dirt, any stink, whatever that kind of builds up over throughout the day. With a spiritual bath, shower, or whatever, it's essentially the same thing, except you're cleansing energies that have been stuck on you. And I guess what makes this really nice is we don't really pay attention to energy as we do like everything else in the material physical world. And so just being able to do something like this and cleanse something that we don't even know is hindering us is really cool. I can tell you now, after my first spiritual cleansing shower, I felt a lot lighter. I felt like I was able to go after the things that I wanted to do. I had more motivation because I didn't feel stuck. I didn't feel like I had any lagging energy on me. And this is what the spiritual cleanse does. It's going to clear that energy off of you, stuck energy. So, like you saw, I just popped in the tea bag. That's why I like it in the tea bag. I won't have to strain anything. So I'm gonna just let that boil over until it starts to smell. It's almost like we're extracting all of the properties of the herbs into the water. And then we're gonna set intentions into that water. We'll get into that a little later in the video. Oh shoot! My camera battery is like dying, so whoa. Relax. So I'm charging my camera in between shots. The herbs that I use, hyssop and rue, I want to talk about the properties, and then I want to bring in the Christian Bible into this. So hyssop, the effects of that herb are cleansing effects in connection with the plague, and chest alignment symbolically in cleansing the soul. And then rue is used for purifying, cleansing away from negative energy, protection, wards off the evil eye, cleanses the aura, and also invites positive energies. I posted a video about this spiritual cleanse because I was doing 9 consecutive days, and Instagram wanted to share my life. My Nana, who is a Christian woman, she's an evangelist, owns her own church, she came after me. Now we all know the whole stereotype about Christian people and just, not staying in their own business. I love my Nana with all of my heart. I respect Christianity so much. But when Christians start to come at people in a way that's completely sideways, it's not fair, because that's not treating people with the same respect. That's not treating people how God wanted to. To be specific, this is what she said. This is like a screenshot. She was calling it demonic, not of the Bible. She said the only thing that you should be using to cleanse yourself is the Word of God, blah, 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 blah. Well, let's talk about it, because I know a lot of people struggle with this as well, with their family who are a part of Christianity, and I know this goes for other religions, but mainly Christians are the one that like come after things, calling things demonic, calling things witchcraft. Hyssop is actually in the Bible. It's mentioned in the Christian Bible. In the Bible, in which you told me that that's the only thing that I should be using, like, to cleanse me or whatever. I'm coming with receipts, but and I'm gonna put them over the screen throughout this video so you can see. But I do want to say this one: Psalms, the book of Psalms, is kind of like, it's almost like a how-to on life. If you take the book of Psalms out of the Bible, people have just like kind of created books on the book of Psalms because that's how special it is. Psalms book 51 verse 7. He wrote, purify me with hyssop and I shall be cleansed. Should I read it again? Purify me with hyssop and I shall be cleansed. Spiritual cleanse, shower, hyssop. Do you see the connection here? This is actually when one of Jesus' disciples, I don't know about disciple or whatever, but he cleans off Jesus' lip to ease the suffering that Jesus was going through by putting hyssop in vinegar. He did this to Jesus, bro. They did this to Jesus. Jesus accepted it. Because why? Hyssop has cleansing effects. He says, wash me and I shall be whiter than snow. Case closed, bro. Demonic. Let's get on with the video. Okay, so the next part of this is all about intention settings. The reason why we set intentions is because, yes, we can do whatever we want spiritually, but it's like we are going to be using our words to energetically charge whatever we're working on. You do the same thing when you're using sigils, talismans. It's kind of like prayer. Okay, actually really funny because before whatever cleansing bath that was happening to Jesus using vinegar and hyssop, he prayed before. It's like setting intentions just like you pray over your food. It's literally all the same. We do magic quite literally every day and don't even register it as magic. Your intention can be as complex as you want or as simple as you want. It's all about you. Your spirit team, your angels, your ancestors, your guides, whatever, they're going to know exactly your intention with this. The main intention is for this to spiritually cleanse our energy field. It's to take away any stagnancy that might be left on us, because that can also prevent us from, growing and moving on to the next steps of our life. Same thing why you should always have your room clean. I mean, to each their own, but a dirty room is doing your enemy's work for you. A dirty room kind of holds clutter, holds stuck energy, and it makes you feel some type of way. I can't meditate, I can't really do work in a messy room because, one, I get distracted, I'm like, oh, what the heck? But also, I don't know, I just feel not as clean. If that makes, I don't know. You can have this in like a bucket, whatever. I just keep it in the pot that it's in, because I'm not about to waste dishes. But pop this sucker in the shower, in your bath, whatever you want to do. And we're going to borrow some things from my altar. Like I said, you don't need these things, but this is how I did it. And yeah, I know I owe you guys an angelic altar video. The reason why I haven't put it out yet is because I am deep learning about talismans, and that is also included in the angelic altar. And like I said, all about including information, so I just wanted to learn a couple more things before sharing to the world on how to do something. Because if I'm not confident enough in my ability, I'm not going to share it with you until I am. Yeah, so what I'm going to be using, I'm going to go ahead and get one of my incense. I'm going to light that because incense are also a way of cleansing. And the whole point of this is to cleanse our aura, our energy, whatever we want. As well as the incense, I'm going to be using my I'm going to have my selenite wand around the other things that I'm going to be having. Selenite cannot be wet. Don't take this in the shower with you. It will mess up. Also, just plugging myself. Here is one of the wands that will be on my e-commerce store. I'm not done with it, but yes, I'm kind of trying to come up with a price for it because this actually it takes me a long time to make, so whatever. Here's one I'm working on right now with like a red wire. You will see all of these on my thing at the end of January, okay? I just use a white candle to represent like my spirit team. I bless it with types of oil. I have a YouTube video on my channel on how I use candles for manifestation. You can definitely go check that out. And actually, I got this lantern from IKEA and then these 2 white candles from IKEA. They were super cheap and I don't know, whatever. So we're going to take those things. So the reason I'm bringing these things into the bathroom, I did this every single time I took my spiritual shower because I wanted to feel, like I said, I was working with my ancestors. I wanted to feel like they were around me, my spirit team. Yeah. So I'm lighting my incense with the fire from the candle. Remember, when you're using a lighter, try not to use that on your candles. Try to just always have matches. I use a lighter on my incense and then I'll light my candle. Selenite does not get wet. This is, I know it's like hecka messed up. I've had this for like 2 years. This was my very first one. This is my personal selenite wand and the inspiration for you guys to have selenite wands because I use this in quite literally everything I do. I can cleanse myself right now by going like this, cleanse my energy, and I thought that you guys could use that too. Yeah, so there's that. When I was taking my spiritual showers, I turned off the lights. You don't have to do that. That just kind of got me into the vibe. One other thing I did, I used music. I used 2 songs. One was Stand Up from the movie Harriet. I really liked the idea of kind of like going back to my roots. I was bringing in my ancestors, so that song just kind of got me into the vibe of like cleansing myself, having my ancestors to help me around. That, and then I would have root chakra frequencies playing afterwards. Yeah. Okay, so just to go over a couple of things. Okay, so I actually seriously need a shower, and I'm on my period, and it's like the first day of me bleeding profusely. So I'm definitely gonna need this spiritual cleanse. I was gonna throw on my bathing suit and show you the whole thing, but I think I'm actually going to take myself a spiritual cleanse, shower. That would do me really good. Basically, this is what you're going to do. Here are the steps. Turn on the shower, get yourself into the mood. You're going to rinse yourself with just regular water at first. I left the shower on and I just kind of stepped out of the shower's way. You do need to let this cool down. I mean, unless you want to be like a weirdo and burn yourself, sure. I don't have it right now, but I had I got a sponge. And I would just kind of dip the sponge in there, let it soak up, and then I would just give myself like a sponge bath type thing. I was told in my ancestral divination to just kind of take it and pour it all over me. At the time, I had just gotten my hair flat ironed, and so I was like, I'm not doing that. You kind of just pour from the neck down. And so I found just taking the sponge, cleansing myself to the music, getting myself in, setting intentions that I'm cleaning myself, that helped really well. After you do that, after you finish sponging the bath, after you've used all of the water, just kind of let it be on you for a second, and then you're going to just rinse yourself off with the water a bit. Turn that shower off, and you are not going to need a towel at all. It's so sad, okay? It is really sad. You cannot, because think of it, it's like you're just gonna be wiping off all of that stuff. Just let yourself air dry, find something to do, lay out naked on the bed, scroll through your phone. After I take my shower and everything, so in the next clip, I'm going to show you what I did whenever I was naked in the shower waiting for myself to dry off. I didn't start getting comfortable doing this because like I said, I did this 9 consecutive days. It was by the 7th day, I was like, okay, I need to do something to make this drying process quicker. So you're going to see that in the next clip. I just realized I can't show you how I do it after because I'm going to be naked and I can't. Okay, Well, after I take a shower, I hop out the shower, and I don't care how cold it is, how freezing I am, I gotta get my juices flowing. I'm gonna try my best to do this because I am on my period. I'm experiencing some pain, but I just throw on some fun, nice music, and I just started to jump, and I feel really good. And remember, you're naked, so make sure you got like a towel on the floor or something. You're also wet. Don't slip, don't die, don't come for me for telling you to jump. You know, to each their own. But that just got me into the spirit. You know, I was like, yes, I'm clean. By that time, I was like pretty much dry. Whatever. My cat's looking at me crazy. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.
Listen slowly. Not when you